Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of Get to Know Gives Back. I'm your host, Quinn Pettifer, Manager of Brand Initiatives for the Gazette, and love this podcast series. This is a way for the Gazette to connect our readers, our audience, our podcast listeners to all the fantastic work that our nonprofit community is doing. Of course, led by our program, The Gazette Gives Back, which is sponsored by Collins Community Credit Union. And today I'm really excited to chat with my friend Sarah Hennings with Big Brothers Big Sisters of Cedar Rapids in East Central Iowa. Hey Sarah, how you doing?
I'm good. How about you?
Great. Sarah, let's start with just a basic overview of the mission. A lot of people have heard of Big Brothers Big Sisters on a national level, but what is the work that the local chapter does?
So we work on basically our mission is it's simple but powerful. So to ignite the potential in every child by creating and supporting one-to-one mentoring relationships that inspire growth and success.
That's fantastic. And of course, there's the bigs and the littles, which is kind of a common term. Um, how are numbers these days? So people, I guess before we get into that, let's start with what's the process? What's the process of there's a child that or a youth that could really benefit from having some mentorship, some guidance from a member of the community. What does that structure look like?
So basically, for someone who wants to be a volunteer in the program, so we refer to our bigs as the volunteers and our littles are the kiddos in the program.
Mhm.
And so becoming a big is an exciting and rewarding journey. The process is designed to ensure that every match is a great fit for both the mentor and the child. So it basically starts with a simple application followed by a background check and an interview with our team. And this helps us to get to know potential bigs, understand their interests, and find the right little for them. And then next, volunteers complete a training session where we provide tips, resources, and guidance on building a strong, impactful mentoring relationship. And then once everything is set, we carefully match each big with a little based on shared interests, personality, and location. From there, we provide ongoing support, check ins, and resources to help the match thrive. We ask bigs to commit to spending a few hours a month for at least a year, though many matches last much longer and form lifelong bonds, which is our favorite. And if you're interested in making a difference in a child's life, you can start the process by signing up at bigcr.org or reaching out to our team. We're always looking for caring adults ready to ignite potential in a young person's life.
That's awesome. I love hearing the stories. And I've been to a few of like the big magic breakfasts and all
Yeah.
those fun gatherings. The coolest experiences and the coolest stories are the bigs and littles that have stayed connected well past their time
Yeah.
together while the little was in school. Oftentimes the little when they graduate high school or even college or even into adult
Mhm.
milestone moments like
Yeah.
marriage, children, whatever.
Yes.
It feels like that bond lasts so long, and not in every case, but I mean,
Mhm.
there's just some really moving stories of
Yeah.
how this program has really helped both the little and the big. I think it's just as rewarding for the bigs as it is for the
Yeah.
little. And I love the detail that you gave about the matching process. It's not like
Mhm.
you're just kind of randomly assigned
Yeah.
because for somebody, so myself, for example, I don't have kids. And so, um, but I certainly like, love hanging out with kids. And I feel like, I would be, a great volunteer, but not
Yeah.
quite knowing like what a little needs and what I can provide. That's where the organization provides that expertise.
Mhm.
That's really cool. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
for sure.
Um, so do you have regular gatherings where all the bigs and littles get together throughout the year, or is it just kind of like as their schedule allows, or
Yeah.
what's the balance of like organized activity for everybody versus kind of set out on your own, do your own thing?
Mhm. So we do have a lot of our signature programs, fundraisers, and events to help raise awareness and gain support. So at Big Brothers Big Sisters, we host several signature programs and fundraisers that not only help us raise funds, but also build awareness and bring the community together in support of youth mentorship. So one of our biggest annual events is our Bowl for Kids' Sake. And we just had that actually in January. It's a fun team based fundraiser where local businesses, organizations, and individuals come together to bowl, raise money, and celebrate the impact of mentorship. It's one of our longest running and most successful events. And we also host Big Magic Breakfast, which is a gala style event that highlights inspiring mentor mentee matches, shares success stories, and raises critical funds to support our programs. It's an incredible morning filled with heartwarming moments and generous community support. And this is actually coming up on May 8th at Doubletree Hotel in Cedar Rapids. And then to actively recruit volunteers, we also organize big mixers. These are casual networking events where potential mentors can meet current bigs, learn more about the program, and see firsthand how they can get involved. And then we also host our annual party, and this is more tailored to our current matches and waiting littles. They're invited to this as well, and it's a fun party at Bloomsbury Farm.
Nice.
And we do this for our matches just to have fun, and families are also invited. So it's just a good day and a nice day for them just to hang out and get a meal and just kind of have fun together.
That's great.
Um,
You have
yeah.
something basically every season. I mean, something throughout the year. That's awesome. Well, in that Big Magic Breakfast, if you do not walk away with tears in your eyes after
Yes.
some of those speeches, I don't think you have a heart because
Yes.
it's pretty moving. I'm not a crier when it comes to that kind of stuff. And yeah, I'm always like, oh my gosh, this is so amazing. That's really
Oh,
cool.
good. Yeah.
Tell me about need versus volunteers. How have numbers been the last couple of years? How are numbers looking now? I know you're always in need of
Mhm.
more volunteers, but
Yeah.
what's the pattern been these last couple of years?
So over the past year or two, we've seen a growing need for mentorship as kids face increasing challenges, whether it's social isolation, academic struggles, or lasting effects of the pandemic on their mental health and confidence. So more families are reaching out for support, recognizing how a mentor can make a huge difference in a child's life. At the same time, the demand for mentors has outpaced the number of volunteers stepping up. While we've been fortunate to have incredible bigs join our program, we still have a wait list of littles eager for a mentor. The biggest shift has been the need for more male mentors and volunteers from diverse backgrounds to better reflect the kids that we serve.
Mm,
We're working hard to balance this demand by expanding our outreach, making volunteering more accessible, and strengthening partnerships with businesses and community groups. Our mission is to ensure every child who needs a mentor gets one, and we won't stop until we close that gap. So currently, we do have over 200 littles on our wait list at the moment, but we have some that have been waiting over a year for their mentor, but we just don't have the volume coming in for volunteers, unfortunately. But we are celebrating our 50th anniversary this year. So to kick that off, we are doing a 50 Bigs in 50 Days challenge. So we are working
wow.
a little harder these next 50 days just to get at least 50 of our littles matched in 50 days.
That is very cool. Wow. In 50 years, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So many nonprofits are hitting these milestone anniversaries over the last couple of years. I
Yeah.
love it. And it's just so telling about the impact and the need that continues to grow. Over 200 little still waiting for
Mhm.
a match. That's well, challenge accepted. I think we need to get out there and get those 50 and 50 days matched up. I love the idea of the businesses and getting a little creative with the partnership. So maybe
Mhm.
you yourself, it might be a little intimidating, but if you have a couple of others that you work with or your
Yeah.
business could do it, that's fantastic. That's
Yeah.
wonderful.
Yeah,
Well,
for
Sarah,
sure.
congratulations on all you're doing. Of course, I always want to wrap with if somebody is interested in volunteering, if they're hearing this message, they're hearing about your 50 days, 50-day matchup challenge. What's the best way to connect with you and the rest of the team at Big Brothers Big Sisters?
Yeah, absolutely. So for full details about our programs, volunteer opportunities, and ways to support Big Brothers Big Sisters, you can visit our website at www.bigcr.org. If you have any questions or want to get in touch with our team, you can also reach us at our email. It's agency@bigcr.org, or give us a call at 319-377-8993. We'd love to connect with anyone interested in making a difference in a child's life, whether it's as a mentor, donor, or community partner. So visit our website to learn more and get involved today.
Awesome. Sarah, congratulations on all you're doing. You've got a big year ahead with the 50th anniversary, and congratulations on your role in marketing development, leading all the brand initiatives. And from all of us at the Gazette, we're so proud of all the work that Big Brothers Big Sisters does. And we're very proud that you are part of Gazette Gives Back this year. So thank you. Thanks for being on the podcast with me.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me on today. It's been a pleasure sharing more about Big Brothers Big Sisters and the incredible impact mentoring has on young lives. We truly believe that every child has a potential. With the right support, they can achieve amazing things. And every bit of support helps us continue creating life-changing mentorships for kids in our program. So thank you for having me.
Awesome. Great work ahead. And thanks to our audience. Thanks to our viewers for tuning into another edition of Get to Know Gives Back. Again, big shout out to our sponsor for not only the podcast series, but for Gazette Gives Back throughout the year, Collins Community Credit Union. They are incredible supporters of this program. And I'm Quinn Pettifer. We'll see you next time.